living your life in this world, in waterless world. Imagine having a war for just a bottle of water. No water means no food. No water means no life. It's like going back to live in a stone age, or even much worse. Pretty scary, huh? Climate change is a fact of life. The potential impacts of climate change variability and change in water resources are receiving growing attention. Millions of people around the world are at risk. Millions, future generations are in big trouble. But for now, it will gradually continue to get warmer, and the storms will get more intense, with longer periods, drought in between.
We will respond to the threat of climate change.
Everyone knows that water is essential to the life of the planet, not just for drinking, but also for farming, washing, and many other activities. It is expected to become increasingly scarce in the future, and this is partly due to climate change. There's a question that faces us all. What is the future of our Earth? Over our lifetime, we've all contributed to climate change from actions, choices, and behaviors, which have resulted in massive consequences. I think that's a quite powerful thought. And don't you think it has the potential to make us feel guilty when we think about the decisions we might have made, where to travel to, the energy we chose to use in our homes or workplace, or quite simple, the lifestyle we live and enjoy. Alternatively, we can continue to ignore the climate change problem. But if we do that, we're also choosing to adapt to a very much climate change impact in the future. There is convincing evidence that the temperature of our atmosphere is indeed rising. The cause of this rising is telling us that the human activities are having a strong impact on the climate system. 34 different national academies of science agree that climate change is man-made. The evidence points to carbon dioxide that is trapping the energy from the sun and warming our planet. One of the effects of climate change is felt through the water cycle. Global warming is bringing increasing climate change variability as the water cycle speeds up. Climate change scientists suggest that the total precipitation is likely to increase during the next century, although this will not uniform across the world. Some areas will see too much water, that the effect will be more intense rain, which we're already seeing. Other areas won't get enough. Coastal cities could see rise in floods, making cities uninhabitable, leaving wards of the most coastal cities several feet underwater, and islands submerged. One such example, Maldives. Wait, Maldives, are you sure, Mara, Maldives? My future destination. I guess I need to hurry up to enjoy the beauty of Maldives before it's too late. And any one of you who have dreams about Maldives or Bali, islands, please don't waste time and plan for it in your next vacation. So many changes are happening in the Arctic that the scientists say a regime shift is taking place there. Researchers at NASA and UC Irvine have noticed the western glaciers are melting at an alarming rate. Yes. This map by NASA shows the drastic amount of ice which disappeared from the Arctic. Isn't this surprising? Understanding the problem begins by considering the distribution of water on the planet. Approximately 98% of our water is classified as salty, and a tiny amount of 2% is classified as fresh water. Of that a tiny amount of 2%, almost 70% is ice and snow, and 30% is groundwater. That warming causes the polar ice to melt into the sea. As a result, it turns the fresh water into seawater, which will also rise at the sea levels and cause widespread extinctions of most of the species on Earth. Many countries will face water problems, water shortages, and poor water quality. Me, as a half Indian, I was recently in India in my grandparents' house, where I have have noticed they are not getting sufficient amount of water. Just imagine, once in every 4 days, the municipality supplies them with water, in which my grandparents have to save the water in bottles and tanks, meaning it's too difficult for them to find water. But for us, it is much easier to get the water, and it is considered as a blessing for us. And to be blessed, it's not only about thanking God, but also it's about using the water economically. Think of solutions to secure the water and make those kids happy, because we are responsible for bringing the smile on their beautiful innocent faces. Scientists are looking for solutions to ensure against climate change impacts in the future, but for now as well. Is the engineered redistribution of water over space and time. Reservoirs to store it, pipelines to transfer it, and desalination to recover fresh water from the oceans. Efforts are also being made to increase water saving by generating an awareness among the people. One of the benefits of climate change are these solar panels. When these solar panels are floated on sea or lake, they cool naturally, resulting in improved power production. These solar panels also result in yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine. They result in reducing. What they do, they reduce the evaporation, which prevents water loss. There's no planet B. Please join me in watching the BBC World News report to have a look and let's see what they have to say about this burning issue.
Smart, yes, and it's too good to be smart, but not too smart for your own good. Yes, we split the atom. Yes, we built clever machines that navigate the universe in search of new homes. But at the same time, those atoms we split created nuclear warfare in our quest to explore the galaxy. Look, what have we done now? We are family, literally everything. Every species is connected genetically, from the sunflower to the sunfish. This is what we must recognize before it's too late. Because the real crisis is not climate change. It is us. These problems are symptoms of us, byproducts of us. You need to push through the crowd now. Learn about climate change, demand for actions, and don't wait for anyone. We are making progress.
But we need to do much more.
Do it much faster. We need
to make the right choices.
To protect the environment. Together, we can make climate change. We need to change, and we means everybody, starting with yourself.
Finally, be the change you want to see in the world. This is Munira Blushi, and my great team, Mara Mahmoud and Sarah Blushi. Thank you so much. I have a flight to Maldives, so thank you.